Alright, so this is a little review of the Kenda Kwick KD1s. Let's see. What are they? Yes. KD1s. It's a racing, because these are like racing inspired for, you know, mini motos. Like little like mini supermotors and such. This one is a 190/12, so I had this on my scooter. So my scooter up there, so that's my scooter. So anyways, you can see the tire wear on there. It's basically on the throttle side, it's pretty much almost bald. The middle still has, it's just below, just almost at the wear bar, but this side is definitely past the wear bar already. And this side is I believe it's also gone past the wear bar, but you know, just a little past the wear bar. Whereas this side is like completely past the wear bar. Anyways, so if I had this thing on my scooter for I put this on before Scooter Cannonball. So Scooter Cannonball, going across the country and back, it was what, like 10,000 miles or so. So after that I put like another 1,000 or so miles. So basically this tire has about 11,000 miles on it. So tire life, you know, if I could compare this to, because prior to Kenda coming out with these tires, I was using the Dunlop TT93 GPs. And those also, you know, same tires as far as the intentions. So Kenda is basically the lower cost version. These tires are the lower cost versions of those Dunlops, because these ones just came out. This past year. You know, this I think this spring or something like that. No, this past spring. So anyways, tire life is about the same. You know, I had a pair of Dunlops that I want. The first Cannonball I did, I had this basically the same miles. You know, did 10,000 miles round trip across the country and back. Then put it on another like 1,000 miles or so at, you know, once I got back. So basically that one also had about 11,000 miles. So basically tire life is the same. Performance wise, they're just about the same as well. The grip on these Kendas are not quite the same as the Dunlops, but almost the same though. It's like, it's so hard. You have to be like pushing it really hard to notice slightly less grip. You know, for street use. For the most part, I don't think people will notice. Maybe if you're using it, you know, as race use, and you're like right at the edge of the tire, you might notice that these are a little bit less than, you know, a little bit less grip than the Dunlops. But for the most part, most people will not notice it. You know, for the most part, I didn't notice it. There was only a couple of times where I noticed when I was pushing it really hard on the street, on a road that I know very well, that I've ridden thousands of times, and I just barely noticed that this was just slightly less grip. Besides that, the rest of the performance is the same. I mean, the braking, the performance is pretty much the same. The wet, you know, well, I did ride this in the wet, but not a whole lot in the wet. You know, I mean, I didn't ride this thing in pouring rain. Well, I take that back. I did when I went to do the Blue Ridge. It was raining pretty good, and the traction was fine. So yeah, so I think the wet performance is just as good as the Dunlops. Basically, everything's just pretty much on par with the Dunlops, except for the ultimate dry grip. It's just one notch less. Very almost, I would say almost insignificant notch. I mean, you have to be really pushing it really hard. But the positive thing about this, the best thing about this tire, is that this tire is literally half the price of the Dunlops. So this is going to be my go-to tire in the future for my scooter. You know, at half the price, man, you can't beat that. These ones are actually made in here it says made in Taiwan, so that's good. So it's not made in China, so it's a little bit better. Kenda is a Taiwanese brand. But there are other tires, lots of that's it's basically it's a economic brand. Is what it is, and a lot of the tires are made in China, but but they're better tires are made in Taiwan. So which one? This is one of the better tires from Kenda, so it's made in Taiwan. Whereas the Dunlops are I can't remember where the Dunlops are made now. I think the Dunlops are made in Japan, but I can't recall exactly. But anyways, yeah. So these are, you guys looking for this size tire or something that's high performance and low cost. Look up the Kenda Kwick KD1s. They perform really top notch, and for about half the price. You look at other tires that are whatever size or because they make these in I think 5 or 6 different sizes. One of the sizes that Kenda these comes in is also the same size that the Michelin boppers come in, and the Michelin boppers are great tires as well. But Michelin boppers are like $50, and these tires for the same size as the boppers are about I think $40 or 35, 40, somewhere between 35 and $40. Same with this tire. This tire is about somewhere between 35 and $40. So all of the sizes, at least I just checked right now, just a few minutes ago on American Moto tires. All the sizes are range somewhere between 35 to about $40, maybe $41 or $42. So definitely cheaper, and the performance is just fantastic for for the price. Can't beat it. All right, thanks for watching.